Hi guys, welcome to Cars with Big Boy Trev. We're doing a preview of the Nissan Navara, the 2021 version that we've just watched the unveiling right here at Carnival Grounds. And of course, you're expecting what is the lowdown of this particular vehicle. What are the differences as compared to the previous generation? So basically, this particular version is an update of the previous generation. So it's more of an evolution of design rather than being a whole complete design phase. So let's look at the exterior. Of course, as you can see, those hexagonal and triangular sort of lights with LEDs just gives this kind of aggressive stance. The more upright sort of bumper and bonnet and grille gives it that American look. It looks very American. If you were in the States and you're watching Cars with Big Boy Trev, I'm sure you're familiar with the Nissan Frontier. So it looks exactly like that. So very butch. Even you can see the haunches, the bone lines across from the front fender all the way to the lower part of the bumper. Again, giving this car that je ne sais quoi we keep on talking about on Cars with Big Boy Trev. As you move to the side as well, again, you can see the three-box design, but you can see the bulges. Front fender, lower hip line running all the way to the back, and of course on the load box there's a bit of design. You can tell that the design of this Nissan Navara just gives it that oomph, that aggressiveness, that it's a 4x4 that is ready to take on Kenya, you know. And obviously at the back you do have that signature tailgate with the words Nissan emblazoned on it, and of course you have the signature LEDs at the back just to ensure that you're able to do that. And of course this particular Nissan also comes with quite a number of accessories. You can actually have a carry box, you can have a tonneau cover, you can have like a third a roll bar at the back just to give it some, you know, some presence. You know, you like for a that's butch and tough. And of course the rims, they are 20s, 19s, and they're big wheels. They're called monoblock wheels, which actually gives this car very proper feel. So let's step inside and have a look at the cabin of this particular vehicle, and I can tell you for a fact the most important thing on this dashboard is this 8.1-inch multicolor display that actually houses the satellite navigation, audio system, and of course climate control. And also it supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which basically becomes an extension of your phone, enabling you to answer calls, send text messages, book meetings without taking your hands off the wheel. Plus, on top of it, you have voice control to ensure that you're able to answer and pick these calls without taking your hands off the wheel, which is very, very impressive. I love the sound system because I am an audiophile. I love good sound, deep bass, high sharp trebles, and the sound system on the Navara just makes it even better. And plus you're able to listen to music via Spotify and also stream via Bluetooth and USB connectivity. How cool is that? That is something that I've not seen. So we're looking forward to testing this particular vehicle. Now AC dual zone, of course, both driver and passenger have different settings. You're able to toggle through the different menus to ensure that everybody has their comfortable settings as you traverse a beautiful country of Kenya. Now the instrument binnacle, again redesigned. Of course the italics are very clear, bit of graphical displays. In the middle you do have this display system that gives you all the accurate readings of what the vehicle is doing, from the 4x4 system, the range of your vehicle in terms of fuel, the temperature, and of course the service interval of this Nissan Navara. And remember, this particular Navara actually has a 10,000 kilometer service interval, which is pretty cool. And Nissan are throwing in a 2-year or 50,000 kilometer service plan to have you have happy days while in the Nissan Navara. Now the seats are actually very, very comfortable. Lumbar support is fantastic. You have a driver power assisted seat on the driver's side, and of course lumbar support and the different materials. So you can have velvet suede or leather or textured upholstery just to give you that je ne sais quoi. Again, back space is fantastic, leg and headroom is fantastic. You're actually able to sit 3 people quite easily at the back. And remember, that has been the problem with double cars, but now Nissan have solved it with this amazing seating lineup. 3-point safety belts comes as standard, seat anchors for the child seat, and of course 6 airbags, including the curtain airbags, to ensure that you remain safe while in the Nissan Navara. Now in terms of performance and power, I know that's what you've been waiting for. So underneath you do have a revised 2.5-liter turbo diesel engine, single turbo, that produces 140 kilowatts and 450 Newton meters of torque, that is sent with the 4 wheels courtesy of either a 6-speed manual or 7-speed automatic transmission. Now it actually allows you to explore the full potential of the engine, and yet you're able to return a fuel economy figure of roughly 13 kilometers. The 4x4 system is very capable, and of course the ground clearance as well. Amazing. You have close to 800 millimeters of wading power and depth, of course, just giving this car good breakover angle, angle of departure and exit, making this car very capable. In terms of safety, plenty of technology that has been fitted in, from the ABS, EBD, electronic brake force distribution, stability control, plus in case all hell breaks loose, then you can rely on the multiple airbags, 6, actually 7. So Nissan says the prices will start from exactly 4.9 million VAT inclusive, and comes with a 3-year 100,000 kilometer warranty, whichever comes first, or a 2-year 50,000 kilometer warranty for service to give you that peace of mind. So in case you're wondering where do I find this, please check out Nissan Kenya on their social media, or just go to Nissan Kenya's main headquarters along Uhuru Highway and you're able to get yourself this particular vehicle. But before we go, we got a review of this particular vehicle. We've done a bit of vox pop with some of the people that would love, my mentors, my people who work together, and of course our main guest, Mr. Boniface Mwangi, who's joined us just for a vox pop of the event, plus a little bit of more issues that we've talked about. So until next time guys, drive safe and be safe.
My name is Dr. Lawrence Ndombi, Board Director of Crown Motors Group. Now, you all know why we're here, and the press and of course the media at large. We are very excited to have you here because we are bringing to you a product that is worth what it is, the new Nissan Navara. Crown Motors Group is owned by Motors Private Limited, South African. One of my other board members will talk more about that. But I want to assure you, you are valued customers, that we are here for a long time. And that's why you are seeing us now bring in new products, new exciting models in our market. Our investment is a serious commitment to this country. And you will even be seeing more and more as years go by. So from this launch, we want you to be the testimonial of this great offering in our market. And with those few words, let's look forward to this great partnership. Let's look forward to ensuring that each one of us, we play our part to ensure that we really are winning in this market. And winning is about us as Crown Motors Group, which is trading here as Nissan Kenya. We have the exclusive dealership for the Nissan brand, and we are going to ensure that we really protect that brand for the betterment of you as customers. Thank you very much, and please enjoy it.
That you joined us for this historic launch. So I'm Tim Jacques, I'm chairman of the board here, and also I'm the CEO of AMH Motors Africa, with a holding company of Crown Motors. So the last month of production of the hardbody was October, or is October, next month, 2021. There's still some stock, so we will still continue to sell a few cars in Kenya. But the replacement of that vehicle is what we see today. Today it's a double cab. Later on, in a few months' time, the single cab will come, and that replaces the legendary hardbody M300 that we all know so well. So that's the first thing. So on one side we're sad, on the other side, of course, we're excited and we're happy. But I'd like to quote the director, Hide, son from Nissan Sub-Saharan Africa, says, and I quote, "Your service, warranty and all related policies still will be in place because we never abandon customers whose loyalty has brought the MP300 to its rise above what we expected at any point in time." So what Nissan is saying, that they'll continue to support the older models, always have part. I think I just want to elaborate on the investments discussion that Dr. Lawrence Ndombi was talking about. We've invested extensively in Kenya. We spoke about the network, developing dealers, etc., etc. We've also put significant additional parts stock holding into Kenya for the new vehicles that are coming and the new models that are coming, so that we will not have shortages of parts in our country. We've also invested beyond facilities and also into people. So people have been trained, people understand the product, our technicians understand the product, they can fix your vehicle, okay? They've been empowered, all right? So you'll have no issues in your new Navara as far as technical knowledge here is concerned. We've also, something I'd like to raise is that we've been quite honoured to be able to participate in various corporate social responsibility activities in Kenya recently. I'd like to make a specific point of some of them. We assisted in the COVID outbreak donations, in donating health and safety gear to the Parliamentary Committee on Health. We were very actively involved in donations for many charity drives, most recently the Tiuli Children's Home. For us, education being very important, we've been donating desks and school equipment to schools across the country. Most recently is the Kongu Primary School in Kitui County. And we've also been involved in various cleanups, environmental cleanups with the Nissan Patrol Club. And that's just to name a few. But for us, it's important for us to be involved in this way. So look, that's it from me, and once again, we thank you for being here with us. After all, we recognize that our customers are our business, and we thank you for coming, and you can speak to our customers and tell them what you experienced in this project. So thank you very much again.
Alright guys, today on Cars with Big Boy Trev, we do have one of our very big followers, Mr. Makteja. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Yes, you know we follow each other on social, but also I'd just like to know your maoni. What do you think about this Nissan Navara?
I think it's a good pickup, an advanced one, and it will serve the fuel. Okay. Yeah.
If you were to compare it with the likes of, say, Ford Ranger or Hilux in terms of looks, which one would you pick? Being unbiased, in your view.
Okay, for the front view.
Yes.
I will pick the Nissan.
Wow. So guys, you can hear that. For the front view, he says the Nissan Navara perhaps might just take the cake. But we're going to do a review very soon. I'd like to welcome you. Please come. I think next week we'll be in touch. So we'll have now a good authoritative position on the car. Sindio? Yes, looking forward. So that's Makteja. Please, if you don't know him, follow him on his social. What are the media handles?
At Makteja across underscore.
At Makteja underscore across Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and then you're able to get the best of local motoring, because we are all a family and we also keep encouraging each other. So on to the next. Guys, again with my very good friend. Let him introduce himself.
Mila.
Yes.
Well known as Mila G.
Now, Mila G is one of the respected photographers in the business. If you're looking for automotive content and you want to shoot good cars, somebody who is very passionate about shooting and filming cars, he's the guy. So on to today's event. What do you think about the Nissan Navara?
First, I really love the way it is modified. As in, we know where the technology is going.
Yes.
And for the just the first view, when you see it, I think they have really improved on so many things. I've seen the interior.
Yeah.
I think it's good, and it's gonna give other guys on the same market,
yes,
same nini, a run for their money. It's a good car.
Perfect. So we're doing the review next week, which obviously you're cordially invited to join us and feel the car, and then we can have an authoritative opinion on what you think the car can do. So Mekaribusho Sana, thank you so much for being a fan, loyal supporter of Cars Big Boy Trev, and also support your hustle. So make sure you follow him on all your social media handles.
Mila G.
Mila G across,
Across.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So guys, we'll just continue to pick up a few vox pops of the media that have just joined us for this event, and I can tell you for a fact that Nissan are actually trying to impress with the new product. We did the Magnet last week. Today is all about the Navara, so I'm just getting an opinion about the launch. So I'll be joined by, yes sir,
Hi.
Mr. Jeremy, but I think he'll introduce himself. Karibu sana. Please tell the audience your name and what you love doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Trev.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Nelson Jeremy, and I'm a content creator, specifically in automobile photography.
Yes.
I love shooting cars, motorsports, yeah, such kind of things that you do.
Yes.
You like talking about cars. I like shooting cars.
Yes.
And that's what I do.
Yes.
For a living.
So guys, you see, we have good friends who support us too, and we like supporting each other. So on to the topic of the day, the Nissan Navara. What do you think about the looks? How does it look in your opinion? Is it an improvement of the previous one? And if you compare it with the rivals, what do you think?
I'll tell you this.
Yes.
The first car I ever drove was an NP300.
Yes.
The NP300 was never, I'm sorry, I have to say this. It was never a comfortable car.
Yes.
It was never a comfortable car. Kwanza, if you are sitting at the back seat, if you are a passenger.
Yes.
From what I've seen with this new car,
Yeah.
it looks like the rear passengers will be comfortable.
Yes.
In terms of looks, this car is,
It's got the look.
she's got the look.
Yeah.
I know she's got the look. Because I saw the first pictures of this car early on this year.
Yes.
And I said, you know, this is the car that made
Just.
It not even just. I think it made improve in terms of in perception, how people look at Nissan as a brand itself, in terms of the utility, the pickups, because it's got the looks. It's got. It tells you, come and buy me.
Yes.
Yes,
You see, hear that? It's got the look to say, come and buy me. So again, guys, of course, we are doing the review next week. You're more than welcome. Umekaribishwa. Let's come shoot.
Yes.
Then we'll give the audiences a clear opinion on your take on the car.
First, we need to test drive it today.
Yes.
Before
yes.
All right then.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. So, guys, you know, this person does not need introduction. He's been part of us and will always continue to be part of us. Mr. Robert Mirigi, somebody who I respect tremendously. He is in fact one of the people who did the hard body adventure almost 10 years ago.
Almost 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Can you imagine that? 12 years ago.
We did a campaign where we were showcasing the entire range of Nissan pickups in Kenya at the time, what they were able to do and where they could do it, because we actually drove those cars from Mombasa all the way to Lodwar, delivering, I think it was 30 tons of relief food during a very difficult time in our country's history.
So you can imagine, he has that experience. He knows the product extremely well.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this new Navara in terms of the looks, and based on your previous experiences, what do you think about the Navara?
Well, I mean, Navara sits in a very interesting space because it's, first of all, it's a pickup that started the whole lifestyle pickup thing.
Yes.
To some extent, it reminds me of like the first generation Range Rover, the Range Rover Classic.
Yes.
Because pickups were basically utility tools. It was not something you'd expect to be driving in town, you know, looking good, making a status. It was not a status item until the Navara, the first generation, came in. So obviously, with that focus on being able to be driven on tarmac, because we are aware, of course, now this has coil springs in the back.
Yes.
Most other pickups in this market, or in this segment, generally will have leaf springs, but that gives this now a better ride on the tarmac.
Yes.
Which I mean, I'm just going to say, a lot of guys who are buying these cars as double cabs are going to be driving mostly on tarmac.
Yes.
So making sure that this is a car that's available to be driven, it's very comfortable as a daily driver. Then occasionally you want to go shago, you want to do all your crazy things. So this obviously was the leader in that, in my opinion.
Yes.
There have been a lot of new guys who have come in. Of course, you have the Ford Ranger, you have I think the BT50 is actually also going to be coming in. There's a new D-Max that's coming that's going to be very interesting. So this is sitting in a very competitive segment at the moment. But what we've seen so far, the balance of the features that the car has and the price is actually pretty good.
Yes.
I think we have seen there's a range.
Yes.
So the ones that we have behind us over here now is the LE, it's the mid-spec, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm understanding the pricing is about 5.7 inclusive. They've done a really good deal now, of course, with the service pack and the after sales. Of course, now they've been building softly. I think even at the show, we actually had gone to the facility that they had set up on Mombasa Road.
Yes.
Just behind Samir over there.
Yeah.
So they've been investing in making sure that they have a network so that wherever you are in this country, if something happens to the car, you'll be able to sort that out. So I think honestly, the looks needed to improve, and they've improved them incredibly. It looks a lot better in the flesh. This thing looks nice in photos, but let me tell you, seeing it in the flesh, standing next to it, touching the metal, it's a beautiful thing to look at. Well,
you've had it. I don't need to add anything. So guys, make sure that you catch Mwirigi on his channel. It's at Mwirigi.
Yeah.
On all platforms,
everywhere,
right?
Everywhere. Just look for MWIRIGI, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. All good. And then next week we are filming the same Navara, which you're more than welcome. Yeah, no problem. Please come through. Let's have a discussion on what the car can do, and of course, make sure you catch cars with Big Boy Trev, making comeback this October. I don't want to say more details, but this October, keep it locked.
Keep it locked
in October.
So
you'll see Big Boy.
You'll see, and obviously,
and fantastic cars,
and many guests, including him. So please make sure you tune in and make sure you follow him for all the latest car content. I believe the space is fantastic, and of course in Twitter, he's the big wig. We've got car content on Twitter at Mwirigi. Make sure you follow him, and we'll give you updates. So on to the next person who's going to give us a lowdown on the Navara. I have a special guest. This is somebody who's touched many lives, especially if you're my generation. Sisi wazee sana lakini. See your age. Come, how do you say, please? I don't know what is wrong, but please go and Google it. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having
Boni,
me. Asante.
We see you unaruka TV pale ukifanya mambo zingine fiti. Najua umechukua break. Hata ni poa sasa tunaongea juu ya magari sasa.
Ngoja kuangalia gari bro.
So what do you think about the Nissan Navara in general, in your own opinion? I know you haven't driven it, yes, but in terms of looks, vile umeiona ukikompare na zile Navara zimekuwa kitambo, unaionaje?
Nissan is more sexier. It's very appealing actually, and I think because it's a new generation Nissan Navara, it's going to be very fuel efficient.
Yes. Good. I know when mtu ni mwana unajenga kakitu mahali, utahitaji kagari ka off-road.
That's why I came for my friend.
Ni mwana unajenga kakitu mahali.
Ndio.
But the fact that your opinion really counts to us.
Thank you.
And thank you for just, coming and sharing with us. But on a lighter note,
yes,
we are reviewing this car next week on Tuesday.
Nice.
Somewhere in Ngong Hills.
But I'm going to drive it fast before you.
Yes.